guys certainly aren't cooperating, Brock, but for a lot of those guys on the fields, this is perfect football weather. As we welcome you to another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between these road warriors and these guys defending their home turf. Leading the visiting Orbits, look at their head coach. His guys unable to get the win last week in their game from Dublin, Ireland. And across the field, on the other sideline, that is the Antlers head coach. His guys also on the losing end of their opener, so we're going to see who's able to avoid that 0-2 start here. Happy you could join us for this one, football fans. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Spencer Schrader just about set. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
3 touchdowns, Kate, is a great week for him. But less so when every one of them was matched by an interception. Those turnovers were a part of why they ended up on the losing side of that game. And ball security is what you know he's worked on all week long and will be on the forefront of his mind.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They'll air it out on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
First and 10 from the 43. Off the play fake, he'll throw. All in left side. No one's around him, he's got space. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Tag! Cougar 19.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Antlers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Antlers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Orbits nothing.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Offense to the line. Here we go. Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and it's going to bring up third down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Antlers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
1st and 10 from the 32. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. Stettin had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that is good for a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they stop him just in time. He's at the 4. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Antlers take a 13-0 lead. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Antlers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
This is Dortch working the right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They've got first down here from the 36. Plowing up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Hunt team headed out for the orbits. That deep is Price. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Here comes their offense out again. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60, go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action on 1st down. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Running back sent in motion left. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Back to throw. He's got a man left. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Love this. Tight end getting a run. And he'll get them enough for a first down. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Dublin first down.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed, so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets to that field, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. This time it's a passing play. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes this one back. It's a pick six for the touchdown.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play. That quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get out every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Setting up to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Antlers stretch their lead to 21.
21. Orbits, nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Back out runs their offense. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick six that just made the hole they're in deeper. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've got to earn that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives them a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Dublin first down.
In motion, the slot man right. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, doesn't matter.
Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now here's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Back to throw now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Antlers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Well, as if this one wasn't tough enough, it's another possession lost as he is picked off once again.
I think what I'm looking for here, what everybody's looking for in the building, what kind of fight do you have? Because a couple of turnovers in a row can take it right out of you, especially the deficit you find yourself in.
The offense getting set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down, play action. Headed out right. Looking right, and he finds him. Now on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
A gain of 4.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
They'll throw it. Hits his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
60 by 6. Take over.
Here's the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
To number 89. It's a gain.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
The kickoff unit is set. Here we go. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. This offense ready to get going again now. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. Don't go anywhere. More from Rio coming right up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And they're going to have a first down now.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dublin.
They're going play action. Left side, caught by Dortch. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They send a tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Antlers take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The offense headed back to the field. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pass complete to Walker. And he's got it. Decent gain before being brought down.
Number 6.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Complete beyond the marker. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Space pass to 35. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 37-yard line.
He'll throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Stout all set to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's dropping back to throw. One's complete, right side. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19, time, check, Panther.
Running this one left. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long for him here. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. At the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the pocket. All right, no one to throw to, so he's just going to chuck this into the next municipality.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on the offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, his throwaway.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Third down from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It looks like he's going to be marked just... a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
That's a gain of 3.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The Antlers now ready for the punt. Matthew Hayball to kick this away. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Air it out on 3rd. Complete over the middle. He runs it up to midfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Again to throw on 2nd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Set. Viking 18.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line. Their offense running back out now. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. So play action on 1st down. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Antlers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Antlers continue piling on to this lead.
That's nothing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Motioning left is their running back. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. And you just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be their ball to begin the 4th, but looking up at that scoreboard, possession may not make much of a difference. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. Left side, cut by Dortch. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Slot man motioned over. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. This is Dortch working the right side. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll run for this. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, he picked up the first. Setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook. Wide open.
Again, it's Miller. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
That's cut beyond the marker. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Goal to go. They're passing. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Orbits making the scoreboard look a touch better. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
They'll set up here for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Orbits get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Stout all set to send this one away. On the return, here's Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense making its way back out now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's the backup. First throw. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means first down.
For a real first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's a throw. Completed to his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time he was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's going to take this down to the 31. Before he gets taken down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to the well again. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
They give it to him again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This time it's a passing play. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
It's the 2-minute warning from Rio. Antlers nearing their first win of the season. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
19.
They'll try and punch it in. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Antlers keep running away with this. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Antlers grow their lead yet again.
38, 4-7.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Now an inside handoff to Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd down.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tossing right to the short side. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hand off here for Miller. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
65.
Running once more with Miller. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got to his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
Let's go now.
Now Hooker. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made.
27 yards. That's another Dublin first down. First down.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.